Little Miss Shy just couldn't help it. Being shy, that is. She was terribly, desperately shy. She lived all alone in a little house quite a long way from where you live. In fact, quite a long way from where anybody lives. Thimble Cottage. Little Miss Shy dived under the table in terror. The postman outside knocked again, loudly. Little Miss Shy, under the table, put her hands over her ears and shut her eyes. Anybody home? Anybody home? Well, I don't know. She must be out. The postman pushed the letter he was carrying through the letterbox and walked away. Little Miss Shy waited and waited and waited, long after the sound of his footsteps had died away. And then she waited some more. It was dark by the time Little Miss Shy dared to come out. And there it was, on the doormat, the very first letter she'd ever had in the whole of her life. She opened it very cautiously.
Ooh, it's from Mr. Funny.
Ha ha! You are invited, wrote Mr. Funny, to a party. Ha ha! On Saturday at 3 o'clock. And it's going to be fun, fun, and fun. Little Miss Shy was horrified.
Fun?
She looked at the letter again.
I can't go. I can't. There'll be people there. People.
In the whole wide world, there was absolutely nothing that frightened Little Miss Shy as much as the thought of people. She worried about it all night long. But the following morning, she had made a decision.
I'll have to go. It wouldn't be polite to refuse.
But 5 minutes later, she changed her mind.
I'll have to refuse.
And 5 minutes later, she changed her mind back again.
I'll have to go.
But 5 minutes later, guess what happened? That's right.
I can't go.
She didn't sleep much that night at all. The following morning was Friday. Miss Shy awoke with a smile. She was going to the party.
Right. I'm going. Yes, I've definitely decided. I'm going.
That Friday, Little Miss Shy changed her mind 144 times. That's how many 5 minutes there are in a day. She was going to the party. She wasn't going. She was. It was a very, very long day. And that Friday night was even worse than Thursday night. She didn't sleep a wink.
Can't sleep.
Not even half a wink. Saturday morning came and went. Saturday lunchtime came and went. Little Miss Shy just couldn't eat a thing. 1 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. Then 3 o'clock. The party time came and went. But poor little Miss didn't. Well, she couldn't. She couldn't. She just sat there. A little tear rolled down her cheek.
Oh, I should have gone.
4 o'clock came. There was a loud knock at the door. The door opened, and in walked Mr. Funny. I knew you wouldn't come. So I've come to take you to the party.
I couldn't. No.
Come on. You'll enjoy it, won't you? Come on, off we go. And he marched the blushing little lady off to his party. Everybody was there.
Come to a party, come to a dance. Come out and play with us, just take a chance. Little Miss Shy, you seem so afraid. Try it before it's too late.
Oh, have some cake, said Mr. Greeley.
Thank you, so kind.
Mr. Tickle offered her 2 glasses of lemonade in a roundabout sort of way. Mr. Mischief made her jump with a noisy party squeaker. And she dropped her lemonade all over Mr. Small.
Sorry. You're all wet.
Oh, no, don't mention it. Don't mention it. Mr. Dizzy gave her a lovely party hat, and Little Miss Shy began to feel better. Everybody talked to her, and everybody was very nice. And gradually, the longer the party lasted, bit by bit, yes, little by little,
I didn't.
eventually, guess what happened? She stopped blushing and she actually started enjoying herself. Told you so. You see, it's quite painless, really. You see, once you let yourself go, it's quite painless, really. See, well, once you get used to it, just see, and let yourself go. Little Miss Shy nodded and giggled. She was having the time of her life and only blushing a bit. And do you know who she met at the party? Mr. Quiet. I used to be shy like you, he said.
You never were. Would you like to come
Yes?
to the little cottage for tea tomorrow?
Me? Tea? Tomorrow, replied Mr. Quiet, blushing like a whole sack full of beetroots. And then he fainted.
She's blunt.
He's fun. They're late and naughty.
She's trouble.
We're helpful, tiny, neat.
I'm silly.
Happy. She's Little Miss Sunshine.
I'm fussy. I'm greedy.
I'm Julie. It's magic.
I'm mean.
Bossy.
Daydream.
Scatterbrain.
Chatterbox.
Splendid, impossible team.